Have you ever seen a movie crash so spectacularly that the star ends up watching it in a ghost town theater, trying to make sense of the wreckage? That's the brutal reality Rachel Zegler faced with Disney's Snow White. She didn't just lead this film, she headlined a Hollywood catastrophe so epic it's rewriting her career in red ink. After the second weekend numbers rolled in, paired with reviews that could curdle milk, this wasn't just a box office stumble, it was a defining disaster. From political rants to co-star friction, Rachel didn't merely ruffle feathers, she torched the whole fairy tale kingdom. After months of dragging this project through a gauntlet of self-inflicted chaos, she hit rock bottom when Snow White tanked. The flop was so undeniable that she showed up to a screening with a handful of pals, and the silence was deafening. Popcorn practically whimpered in the empty seats. She hauled friends along, maybe for a morale boost, but it looked less like a Disney premiere and more like a pity party. Some diehards might argue she booked the whole place out, but the internet's got receipts. Videos of vacant theaters are everywhere. I dragged myself to one and it was a wasteland. Rachel even filmed herself snagging tickets, as if that had polished the turd. Instagram captured the whole cringe fest, turning what should have been a victory lap into a meme goldmine. Those clips radiated, "Hey, watch me nosedive in HD" energy, like she was trying to own the mess, spin it as a quirky flex to dodge the heat. Spoiler, it didn't land, it just amped up the absurdity. Let's break down the numbers because they're a gut punch. Disney shelled out $370 million, production and marketing, to reboot a timeless classic into a preachy modern fable. What did they get back? A measly $43 million opening weekend, with folks literally walking out mid-show. Even Dumbo, a flying elephant that flopped, did better. Second weekend, a brutal 66% drop, scraping $14.2 million, knocked off the top spot by A Working Man, an action flick with Jason Statham that had 1,000 fewer screens and no Disney muscle. Let that marinate. A gritty newcomer outshone a 2-week-old fairy tale titan. The Chosen Last Supper, with half the theaters, nearly caught up too. Per screen averages, both smoked Snow White. With Minecraft dropping next week, this princess is toast. By March 30th, 2025, it's limped to $66.9 million domestic, $75.8 million overseas, $142.8 million global. Analysts peg losses north of $100 million, and that's generous. Then there's IMDb. Users tanked it to a 1.5 out of 10 at one point. That's not just rough. That's erase it from existence territory. Disney turned The Lion King into a billion-dollar beast, yet Snow White left theaters emptier than a Monday matinee. Seat maps online? More blue than the Pacific? Ironic, since Rachel once bragged, "People will line up for my movies." That clip resurfaced like a cosmic mic drop, the universe laughing in high def. Here's the kicker. Rachel didn't just star, she talked this train wreck into the abyss. She trashed the 1937 original as weird, slammed the prince as a stalker, and preached it needed a modern fix. It's 85 years old, super dated, focused on a creepy love story, she said. Disney purists who grew up humming, "Someday my prince will come," lost it. Then she went full scorched earth, telling entire political blocs to skip it, alienating half her audience. "I don't need your money, thanks," she might as well have yelled. It's fine to have opinions, but she welded them to a family flick, not a soapbox. They listened, all right, by staying home. The Gal Gadot saga? Pure gasoline. Rumors of tension exploded. Rachel's post sparked death threats at Gal, forcing Disney to juice up her security. Then Rachel called her a pageant queen in a weird dig and ghosted her in a mushy cast thank you post on Instagram. Shady or sloppy? You pick. Gal's probably smirking through the fallout. Disney's PR crew turned into firefighters, hauling in a social media wrangler to tame Rachel's feed. Too late, the blaze was viral. She'd bashed the classic, sniped at fans, and dragged Snow White through a controversy swamp. A producer jetted in for a face-to-face, and word is, even Spielberg side-eyed the chaos. Her apology post, so stiff it could have been penned by Pluto. Fans smelled the forced mea culpa and kept scrolling. Hollywood's reaction? Ice cold. She was slated for Toy Story 5. Dropped. Pirates of the Caribbean Whispers? Vanished. That horror trilogy with Plumhouse? Dead. No one's touching a star who drags more baggage than bucks. Post-flop, she gushed online about Snow White being life-changing, but the empty theater pics, gal snubs, and non-stop damage control screamed meltdown. It's a punchline now, Disney's midlife crisis in film form. Rachel, once a rising comet, morphed into a cautionary tale of ego, politics, and a $370 million misfire. From sparring with fans to icing her co-star and sulking in a barren cinema, this wasn't a press tour, it was a public implosion. She's the face of a flick buried under memes, fan fury, and studio size. So hit the comments. Is Rachel done, or can she claw back from this royal train wreck? Until next time, remember, not every fairy tale gets a happy ending, especially not hers. Catch you later.